What is happening, and welcome to another Photography Talk episode. And as you've probably guessed it, there's another box in front of me, which can only be, well, actually, technically, it could have been a metal print, but it is the next chapter of the 2022 Canvas Print Shootout. Now, if this is your first video, let me get you up to speed as far as what we do here. Now, over the last 4 years, each year we have an annual shootout where we'll go out there and order a canvas print the same size from a series of companies. You're going to be able to watch me crack the sucker open, and I'm going to give you my 2 cents, my opinion, what I like most and what I don't like. You may agree, you may not. But I'm going to break down everything from packaging, shipping, or that kind of falls into one there, the canvas, the color, the frame, literally A to Z with this. So the whole idea with this, at the end of the video, which these are done a little bit differently than what we've done in the past. Our first couple of years, what we did is we basically combined all the reviews into one video, but it ended up becoming, at one point, nearly 2-hour long video, which is way too, nobody has the time to, who's going to sit down and watch? Although I think there's over 20,000 people that did. But anyways, it's much more manageable to sit down and watch a quick 12 to 15 minute, smaller bite-sized video as what you're going to be watching here. Now, incidentally, if you scroll down below this video here, you're going to see links to all the other companies that we've tested out this year. And ultimately, once we get to the point in the year where we've crowned the winner of 2022, you're going to see additional link down there as well. But the purpose behind that is so therefore you can jump when it's convenient for you, watch the other reviews or watch reviews that you may be interested in. And at the end of the day, the big primary reason why we do this is we see photographers asking constantly, well, I'd like to get, who's the best print? I'd like to get the best print, this and that. And if you go to Google, you type in best canvas print, you'll find a few websites out there that are going to tell you who they think is the best canvas print. The only downside to that is when you start following and looking at the links that they're providing, first off, they're utilizing photos that were provided by the canvas print company, and they've never even touched a canvas print, let alone compared them to the various other brands that they have in that list. They're basically, it's an affiliate list, so whoever is paying them the highest is getting the links in there, and that's not fair for you guys. So what we do here again is a little ass backwards to that. So I crack open these prints, and again we go through A to Z. You're going to see literally everything there is. So at the end of the day, if you go out there and decide to buy a print from this particular company, you know exactly what your dollar is going to get you. That said, my friends, look, we put these videos together to help you make better decisions when going out there and buying a canvas print. And if you find some value with that, friend, you would be doing a huge, let's see, yeah, I had to make sure my arms are still in frame there. But anyways, a big favor to the channel because it really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, let's shift gears and crack this box open. I made sure to put my knife back. Let's see, this is coming from Easy Canvas Prints. So I have to say, off the get-go, when this thing came in, I was questioning what the hell this was because it's a little bit larger box. So whatever is in there, it is shimming around. So I don't like that. Well, we'll see how it's packaged, but off the get-go, I don't like that thing is moving around so much. And I'll share with you why in less than 90 seconds. So you can see, this thing is, oh, you know what? I take that back. Okay. I was about to, my tone and the direction I was going to go with this just dramatically changed because I thought this was just sitting in there, but it is not. So it looks, so what was moving there? Oh, you know what? I take that back. Okay, I still will address it. So you can see, while the plastic is taped to the box, the canvas is still able to shimmy around inside that. So while it's not horribly bad, I don't like to see the canvas move at all. And again, I'll show you here in a moment. Let me pull this out. Okay, so what they do, okay, so here we go. All right, so here is the box. Nothing spectacular, just a oversized box. They could probably save themselves a few bucks. They went with something smaller, and it would be better for the prints as well. So, okay, so this is what they had here. So they had this taped to here. The only problem was the bag that they're using. So if this was cinched around the print a lot tighter, that would have been awesome. But they're using a bag that is much larger than the print. So while this is taped down, it was allowing it to shimmy around. The good thing that they did with this is at least they had it taped to the back of this. And I'll share with you why. Let me see. Oof. I'm trying to... Okay, you'll understand where all that's coming from in a moment. So if this was down and this thing's shimming around, what happens is on the high points of the frame, you get these white marks on there, which actually... we do have a couple. They're not terribly big or noticeable, but you can see, let's see if I can get my head out of the way, you can see a white, see this white mark, if that's coming through the camera, there's a white mark right here, and there's a white mark right over here. This one's very minor though. This one's definitely more noticeable. That's about a 1/2 inch in size. And that's basically because I don't think that happened in shipping. That might have, this one right, no, because that was locked down. So this might have happened during, like when they were packaging it, or who knows whatnot. When you have something that goes rubbing up against this, you know. Okay, this one right here, obviously I just did, but and I over-exaggerated so you can see. Just a little rubbing right there creates that. But that one down there was already there. And actually, here's something I don't like, and I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick it up. There's a scratch that goes along the bottom of this right here. And if I can't get that to show up in camera, I will take a photo of it. It's quite faint, but still. Okay, anyway, getting back onto the print itself. So, the canvas is a little bit on the loose side, but it feels inexpensive. The print feels soft, and as I've shared in some of the prior videos to this, this is an image, I didn't take this image, this is an image that I licensed for some very specific reasons, because it had these water droplets that, you know, create these kind of really sharp points and just colors. This big blue area down here, which again, when you have these big open spots like this, if a printer is not calibrated correctly or is using cheap ink, there's a variety of reasons with that. You can get some banding that will show some wonkiness in large colors. And while there's no banding in this, it just feels a bit soft. The corners look nice though. They did if you look at the corners look pretty darn good. I actually like the corners. They did a good job with that. And how they folded it over. Now onto the back. They did a good job folding things over. You have that double flop here. I'm not sure, double flop, but double fold, whatever. Looks pretty cool. But there's just too much excess product up here. This doesn't need to be here. It looks sloppy. And again, like I said in many other videos there, this is the back. You'll never see it. But still, when all of this really builds up, it's like a cascade effect. All of this builds up. If you're, for example, shipping these things out to clients, drop shipping rather, out to a client, this becomes an extension of who you are as a professional. I've said this many times in earlier videos. When a customer opens this up and they see little things like this, it's sloppy and it looks poorly on you. yeah, granted, you have nothing to do with the printing of this, but still, the print came from you. This acts as an extension of who you are. So this just, it looks sloppy. I don't like that. Staple frequency. Oh, before we get too far off, so the bag it was on, cardboard, although I think we did cover that. Staple frequency, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, why is staple frequency important? Well, as this canvas print ages, a good tight canvas is slowly going to pull at those staples, and it's going to become a little bit kind of saggy. More staples in there up to a certain degree is going to keep things kind of snug longer. You know, the more I'm looking at this thing really looks sloppy as all hell in the back there. And one thing I just noticed, which I've not seen before, this is a particle board frame. Now, it's not as bad as a pizza box. And if you haven't seen a pizza box, watch some of the other videos in this series. And Canvas On Demand and Canvas Pop are a couple of videos if you want to see specifically what a pizza box is. This I've not seen before. So this is a particle board frame. So while I'm not going to give them as much crap as I would a pizza box, this is still interesting. So normally at this point, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the corners to see how they're mitered together, and the corners are all sharp with this here. But this is a particle board. Again, interesting. I have not seen that. So, okay. Let's take a look at Easy Print's scorecard. All right, friends, there you go. The 2022 Easy Canvas Prints review. EasyCanvasPrints.com review. I had to slow down and get that one right there. It's that time of the video where, of course, friends, I'm going to thank you for showing up. I'm going to thank you for supporting the channel and watching this video. I hope it was valuable for you. I hope you had some insight in case you were thinking about ordering a print from these guys. If you do decide that you're going to, well, now you know what to expect. But of course, speaking of expectations, look, as I stated earlier, if you want to see some of the other companies that we have reviewed this year, be certain to head down to the description down below. We're going to have all the links there. Depending upon when you're watching this video, we may have the video that's going to point to the winner of the 2022 Canvas Print Shootout. I think we have 1 or 2 more canvases left after this, and then we're going to be doing this. So it all depends on when you're watching this video. But it's that time of the video where now I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff that is oh so valuable. So if we've helped you out with understanding a little bit more about Canvas Prints or this particular company or what to expect, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. If you're currently not subscribed to the channel, friend, what are you waiting for? We'd love to have you part of the family. And last but not least, so therefore you don't miss a single video, just like, well, the one that you just watched. Be certain to hit that bell so YouTube does its whole notification thing every time that we come out with a new video. And that said, friends, I'm going to be turning off the cameras and getting outside, so you get out there. That would not be good, but at least it's closed out. But you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.